Shortly after my match with Kane, I found out I needed surgery. Years of physical matches had finally caught up to me. As much as I had fought against it, I was forced to give up my WWE title that I fought so hard to win.
When will I come back? I have no idea. But I think all of you know the answer to this question. Will I come back? Yes! 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 Yes!
To make things worse, what was supposed to be a 6 to 8 week recovery eventually turned into 8 months of physical rehab and training to regain strength. Finally, I returned to WWE in late 2014 and went on to win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
With over 70,000 people chanting yes. What an emotional moment for Daniel Bryan.
It appeared I was getting my career back on track, until a few weeks later when I suffered another injury. Almost a year after I had to relinquish the WWE title, I was now back in the same position, this time handing over the Intercontinental title.
The Intercontinental Championship deserves to be in this ring, and in this ring is where I am going to leave it.
I thought this was just another setback in my WWE journey that I'd have to overcome, but it turned out to be much more serious than that. As I went through the process of trying to get cleared by various doctors, I decided that it was time to take a step back and face an unfortunate reality. My in-ring career was over. On February 8th, 2016, in my home state of Washington, I said goodbye to everything I worked for and dreamed of.
It is with a heavy heart and the utmost sadness that I officially announce my retirement. I have loved this in a way that I have never loved anything else. And for that, I'm grateful.
After my retirement, I had to step away from WWE for a while. I needed some space. Plus, my wife, Brie, and I were trying to start a family. But after some time went by and my emotional wounds had somewhat healed, I returned to WWE as the general manager of SmackDown Live.
In this show, it's about the amazing superstars and giving them the opportunities that they deserve.
I was having a blast as GM, but it wasn't quite the same. Whenever I see new guys that are really talented, I was like, ooh, imagine the match I could have with that guy. So with Brie's encouragement, I didn't give up fighting for my dreams. Having our daughter really made me feel like I needed to come back. I think it's a strong message to really say like, hey, there are some things that people are going to tell you no, and you have to keep fighting for it if you really believe in yourself. So I think that's an important lesson to teach our baby. And selfishly also, I wanted Birdie to be able to see me wrestle.
Look at all those people watching. Hi, can you say hi? He's a shy little bird.
A little over 2 years after I said goodbye in Seattle, I got the amazing news that I was able to return.
You need to fight for your dreams. And if you fight for your dreams will fight for you.
Fortunately, I got quite the welcome back from a couple of old friends.
Oh, Kevin, no! The general manager's fighting back against Owens and Zayn.
I propose Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens face Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
It was pretty surreal that I made my WrestleMania return in the same building where 4 years earlier I had the greatest night of my career. And in a lot of ways, this night meant even more.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
It goes without saying that Shane is fighting an uphill battle right now, but Shane McMahon doesn't care.
You gotta remember all the vitriol and contempt that Shane McMahon has had for months for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Well, Shane's understandably concerned about Daniel Bryan in his first match back in the ring, but Shane needs to be thinking about his own well-being.
We touched on Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon's disdain for each other. It became so personal that the only match suitable was a Hell in a Cell. It was almost calculated how KO baited Shane into that position.
Michael, I have no doubt that Kevin was expecting, even hoping, that Shane would try something insanely dangerous that night. And when Shane did, Kevin Owens had a guardian angel protecting him as he watched Shane crash from the very top of the cell.
Look at Shane McMahon here. That landed perfectly. Boom, what a slam. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Great offense by Shane McMahon. Nearly driven through the mat. Bang, right to the face. That packed a punch. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Look at Shane McMahon here. Scoop slam.
Shane McMahon's in trouble.
Shane McMahon is under some heavy assault. Shane McMahon being overwhelmed here.
This could be dangerous.
Oh, I think this man means business.
I think it was an ill-advised decision for Shane to start this match after his partner was taken out.
I agree with you, Corey, but it's bold. Obviously, we know Shane doesn't always fight with his head. He fights with his heart. That is not the wisest decision, but Shane McMahon felt he had no other choice.
Boom! Drop. Oh, nasty. Drop. Oh, nasty.
You know, Saxton, in the same manner that it's bold for Shane McMahon to continue fighting, it's also approaching levels of stupidity. This is more guts than brains is what it is.
And now it's 2-on-1 here. You got to admire the boldness of Shane McMahon going into this fight without Daniel Bryan. Shane McMahon.
That's a combination. Bam! Can he end it here?
Shane looking to finish. Oh, I think this man means business. We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Look at this again, guys.
This match might just be over.
Shane McMahon with the cover.
Oh, and breaking things up is Kevin Owens.
Right across the injured abdomen.
Owens and Zayn fighting for their livelihood, fighting for their careers.
Here's a tag. Owens now legal.
KO looking to go up to the top rope.
This will be such poetic justice.
Oh! Frog splash! Cover on Shane!
No!
And breaking things up is Daniel Bryan.
Desperation on both sides here.
Well, Daniel Bryan was out of here. He left on a stretcher.
Well, he did, but he's now back. And Owens and Zayn are beside themselves.
Owens and Zayn thought it was a foregone conclusion.
Oh, no! Went for the cannonball. Shane moved out of the way. Bryan's back up on the apron. Oh, and what a right hand. Fighting back, trying to make a tag. Meanwhile, from behind, he's got him. Looking for a sleeper hold here.
Daniel Bryan wants the tag.
Almost, but not quite. And Shane now creates separation. Could this be his moment?
Shane absolutely desperate. Needs to make this tag and needs to make it now.
Can he get there? Can he make the tag to Daniel Bryan? If he does, this place will explode.
Shane crawling with everything he's got, trying to inch himself closer to Daniel Bryan.
Almost there, almost there.
Yes.
Tag made.
Here we go.
And here comes Daniel Bryan, his return to WWE in-ring competition. And Bryan unloading with the right hands. And look at Bryan go.
Knocks him off of the apron. Daniel Bryan is on fire right now.
Bryan attacking with a fury.
A moment we never thought we'd see. Vintage Bryan as he lands on his feet.
Full speed ahead.
Bryan, down he goes. Bryan fired up.
Oh, wow. Daniel Bryan on the apron.
The knee connects. This is going to be big, one way or another.
Daniel Bryan on the top rope. Oh, the missile drop kick.
Daniel Bryan came down hard. You got to wonder if the injuries are coming into play.
Bryan's just right. Uh-oh, from behind.
Oh, Daniel Bryan, though.
Rolls him off.
And now what does Bryan do? Turns his attention back to the corner. Ooh, the running drop kick. And the other one on the other side. And Daniel Bryan looks like the Daniel Bryan of old.
Like he hasn't missed a step.
Bryan controlling the entire tempo of this match by himself.
This is incredible. What a moment. Whoa.
Here he goes. The shoe might be on the other foot here. Getting it, using all his power to drive him to the mat. When this guy's on, look out. A second time.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
Oh boy, all of SmackDown Live may be preparing to celebrate.
Oh, I think this man means business.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Let's look at the replay.
Nice move right there.
Uh-oh, Bryan looking for it. The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
The situation just got real bad for Sami Zayn.
They did it! Let's take a look at some of the action from that match. Wow.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. I can watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch. Wow, I haven't seen a match like that in a long time. I might go home and watch a replay. It was that good.
Here are your winners, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there toward the end.
Talk about making your presence felt in the match. Wow, what a win.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.
Since I've returned to the ring, everyone wants to know, what's next for Daniel Bryan? Well, I'm not even sure I know the answer to that question.
What a comeback story!
There are so many amazing superstars who I never got the chance to face before I retired. Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. The dream match possibilities are endless. If I've learned anything from my difficult road in WWE, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And no matter what obstacles life throws in front of you, you have to fight for your dreams. What would happen if Daniel Bryan faced Bryan Danielson?
This is pure competition. About to do battle.
Daniel Bryan's a little bit softer than Bryan Danielson.
It's not my fault!
And that comes from being in all these buildings where we have showers and trainers and tape available. Bryan Danielson on the independents didn't have any of that. Like, you just go out there, it's gritty, it's rough, and you have to have a certain amount of mental toughness. But Daniel Bryan is a lot more savvy, a more intelligent in-ring performer, knows when to do stuff, why he's doing it. So Daniel Bryan versus Bryan Danielson, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to let you decide.
Guys, this is a dream match right here. Daniel Bryan is taking on indie wrestling superstar Bryan Danielson.
It's going to be a nightmare for that Danielson nerd when Daniel destroys this internet darling.
These guys have eerily similar styles, so I look forward to seeing how they match up.
Oh, what's it going to be? He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys.
Oh, I think this man means business.
No! Oh. Just looking at these two guys tonight, you can see which one is a star. Daniel Bryan is wearing those fancy boots and has a well-manicured beard, while this dork Danielson is out here in boring white trunks and a shaved head. Who would ever shave their head?
Oh, just be nice, Michael. Maybe this Bryan Danielson guy can't grow a beard. Though, I can't excuse that outfit choice either.
You're one to give fashion advice, Saxton.
When's the last time you think this Bryan Danielson kid had a date? Huh, Saxton? High school, maybe? He looks like the type of guy who would go to his prom alone. You can relate to that, can't you?
Well, it's not about me. And listen, I can't speak to Danielson's dating habits, but I'm sure
he goes for the cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
Just powered out.
He's really putting his athleticism on display here.
Cole's making assumptions of Bryan Danielson's dating life. Sounds like you'd have something in common with Danielson then, Cole. It's not like I've ever seen any proof that you even had a prom date.
Hey, you're just going to have to trust me when I say my date was smoking hot. Now, comparing these two men, Daniel Bryan landed a real woman in Brie Bella while becoming the top superstar in WWE. And his opponent, Danielson, goes home alone after taking some falls on a gym floor.
I'm a fan of this Bryan Danielson kid, but he's at a severe disadvantage tonight.
He's looking at it.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
But he's got to capitalize now. Will Bryan Danielson be able to continue?
Message delivered.
But he's running on fume.
He's got the shoulders down. The two of you discussed Danielson's inexperience tonight. Have you?
Daniel Bryan overcomes his past.
Turning back the hands of time.
And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good a few times. Epic.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan has shown how much a man can learn, how much a man can grow when he's doing what he loves.
When you strive for 2 decades to be the best, these are your results.
I can't say that I'm all that surprised about the outcome. When it's your night, it's your night.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about it.
Well, happy Earth Day, everybody.
So if I weren't doing this, I would like to be a farmer?
I love looking out here and seeing the beauty of it all.
Yeah, I think it's a very rewarding experience to be out in the dirt with your hands and making food.